Hey guys, Timothy Roberts here. I am a cymbal smith, a drum maker, and a maker of percussion instruments based in North Carolina. My companies are Reverie Drums, Timothy Roberts Handcrafted Cymbals, and Stack Ring Percussion. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about playing the instrument like it wants to be played. Younger musicians will have an attitude sometimes when they approach the instrument that is essentially, I play a certain way and I'm going to play my way on whatever instrument they're in front of. And oftentimes this leads to rather loud playing, heavy playing, regardless of the instrument that you're on. And one of the things I've learned over the years playing many gigs, many different genres of music, playing in the studio, playing live, is that you have to approach each situation in a unique way, because each situation is going to require something different depending on the room size, how loud the room is, and especially depending on the instruments that you have in front of you. Now, personally, I'm a pretty soft player. I don't like to hit very hard, generally because drums are loud and they hurt your ears if you hit them very hard. And especially if you're not wearing hearing protection. So I've learned over the years to play rather softly, and this has been good, and the drawback of it is I actually had to learn how to play harder when I got into some professional situations, because I wasn't bringing out enough sound and there wasn't enough punch and attack for certain settings. When I started making cymbals and drums, I was really just making the cymbals and drums that I wanted to play. So oftentimes they were thinner cymbals and the drums were maybe smaller or had thinner shells. Just for me, I'm looking for warm tones. I'm looking for nuance and dynamics and something that can respond at a very low volume but then still deliver when you really lay into it. So you saw in the playing clip before that I was just kind of messing around and exploring the sounds in front of me. These cymbals that I have here are all brand new cymbals that I've just finished making in the last couple weeks, and I'm getting to know them still, because a cymbal, especially a handmade cymbal, takes a lot of time to get to know. You have to figure out what areas of the cymbal are sweet spots, and if there's weird tones coming off of certain parts that you maybe don't want to hit, or maybe you do want to hit the weird tones for a certain musical statement. And it takes time to get to know these cymbals, and so even though I'm making them, I still have to get to know them. And so in that playing clip, you saw me just kind of messing around, exploring the sounds, but the big thing that I was doing was I was really trying to respond to the instrument itself. I didn't want to impose my way of playing onto the cymbal. I wanted to listen to the cymbal, see how the cymbal reacted under my stick, and make adjustments accordingly. If I was playing a certain type of stick that maybe had a really big beat, and maybe it was a big beefy stick, and I was hitting on this really thin ride right here, I might get this splashy sound that muddied the stick. And so I even chose the sticks according to the cymbal. I wanted to get a stick that would really accentuate the articulation and wouldn't give me this kind of gong-like splash, which would muddy what I was trying to play. I'm trying to make clear musical statements. And I'm also trying to hit the instruments and the drums in a way that they resonate in a beautiful way. Like they're, especially with these drums, like at softer volumes, there's a point at which it's too soft, you don't get a clear tone, and then you start getting louder, and then you'll hit an optimal point at which the drum is resonating really nicely. There's a nice round sound, and it's like that's the zone where you're playing the instrument like it wants to be played. Same thing for the cymbals. Hit them really, really softly. You can get nice, beautiful tones. You get louder and louder and louder. There's going to be an optimal point at which you're getting the perfect ratio of stick to wash, and the stick is sitting above, and the wash is a nice bed that cushions the stick. And then you get louder and louder, and you pass that optimum point, and then you might get to a place where the wash overtakes the stick, or it gets a little bit muddy. And so that's what I really mean when I say play the instrument like it wants to be played. These instruments are telling you a lot when you play them, and how you play them, what sticks you use, how hard you hit, the way you set them up, the way you tune them. They're responding to you based on what you give them. So try that next time you sit down at the kit, depending on the room you're in, the drums you have, the way they're tuned, the cymbals, all of it. And just listen, respond to what you have coming off of the instrument, and make adjustments, and try to find those optimal points at which the instrument is responding to you in an ideal way, like it's reaching a sweet spot, so to speak. So give that a try. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and like the video if you like it. That all helps a ton. And thanks a bunch for watching. Keep an eye out for the next video.